Gariki Hospital, built and owned by the Federal Capital Territory Administration. The FCT administration had fully managed the hospital until 2007, when it sought a new private management. And after a transparent and competitive bidding process, a concession agreement between the FCT administration and owners of Nisa Premier, one of the top-ranked hospitals in Nigeria, was signed.
And then, of course, this is an attempt to see if the private and public sector can get together and provide services to the people of the quality at a price that they can afford.
Right, Gariki Hospital was the very first government-owned hospital in the FCT, and there was a crippling strike in the FCT, and the then FCT Minister, His Excellency Malam El-Rufai, thought it wise to be able to concession one of the government-owned hospitals to be privately managed. The purpose of this was, at strike periods, you will certainly have one government-owned hospital that will be able to provide services for residents of the FCT.
This partnership has championed revolutionary changes here in terms of quality of care given. The hospital is a model with more than 100 beds, and it has set the pace in both general and specialized medical care in Nigeria.
Secondary care services have actually improved. And what we do see is that virtually all the services that should be provided in a secondary healthcare facility are being provided in Gariki Hospital, and that's also efficiently.
It's been all right. I like the facility, I like the environment, and I like the doctors. They are friendly, they engage with you, they take their time with patients one-on-one. I think that's very commendable.
Nigerians collectively spend $1 billion yearly to get medical care abroad. And for those who cannot afford to travel, relying on the country's healthcare facilities is their only option. Public-private partnerships in Nigeria is regulated by Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Committee. And like many other concessioned government establishments, Gariki Hospital has scored great success, providing an alternative that inspires confidence and is worthy of emulation.
Those guys are lifesavers. Their attitude towards our work is powerful. Most times we always come here at night, at midnight, 11, 12, 1 a.m. And I remember one of those nights, you see the way these guys were running around, making sure that if not because we came to Gariki that night, I might have lost I would have lost my wife, honestly, because she was like almost dying. You do get, and I really thumb up for those guys at the A&E.
For procedures as complicated as the open heart surgeries, kidney transplants, IVF, and many others, Gariki Hospital has become a preferred option here in Nigeria and neighboring African countries, with huge success rates that puts many more government hospitals in line for private management. Timothy Obiezu, Prime Star News, Abuja, Nigeria.